Hello, listeners. This is Lee Price.
This is Will Ford from Football 365.
And you're listening smartly to At the Bridge Pod, a Chelsea FC podcast, although I would describe it as the Chelsea FC podcast.
Magical from Eden Hazard. Kai Havertz in the Champions League final. Ivanovic! In the middle, it's just behind him. But it's tapped in by Hakim. Matic with the ball driver. Matic takes the net off. Hat-trick hero. Cole Palmer wins an epic, sensational game.
It's time for another episode of At the Bridge Pod, your number one Chelsea FC podcast. Coming up on this episode,
Chloe Kelly has the best penalty technique I have ever seen. Ooh, welcome back everyone to another episode of At the Bridge Pod. And I am your host, Mike, and I am joined in a virtual room filled with some lions. I've got Berth, I've got Chris. It's the Friday show on a Thursday with the original lineup here. No disrespect to Ollie. Secretly, all the disrespect. I just want to know, guys, as a team, all three of us right now, what we looking forward to this weekend? There's 2 days, Saturday, Sunday. Come on, what we got?
I'm glad you cleared that one up, mate, because I weren't sure what days are coming up on the weekend.
Sometimes it's 4-day weekend if we book the time off.
Yeah, I haven't really got much planned this weekend. Just standard football and cricket, just as most weekends are like in the summer for me. But yeah, it'll still be a good weekend, no doubt.
I mean, you know, when you think about it,
go for a walk.
You know, might be nice weather. Yeah, Chris, I know you're a man of culture. What are you up to?
Only one thing to look forward to this weekend: Women's Euros final on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean,
my daughter wasn't really into football when they won it the first time.
Okay.
And then she got into football really because of that. So then we watched the World Cup together, but obviously we lost the final. So I'm hoping that we have better luck this time.
Yeah. To be fair, I watched both semis, and what from the highs of what Berger did to what happened last night where she got beat at a near post, you're like,
yeah.
Oh, even harsher was when Bonmatí was like, oh yeah, I've studied her. I knew she gets beaten. I was like, oh.
Do you know what? That really pissed me off because I thought, what a load of bollocks. Just say you was trying to cross it in. Just say you tried to cross it in and went in. Like, no one's going to care. You didn't mean it. Load of bollocks. You didn't mean it at all. What an absolute load of shit. Do you know what? I don't like her at all, by the way. So arrogant. Fuck
You've
me.
got him started already. Wow.
Chris is back on the pod. Oh, he is. Oh, for me, what am I baking? That's what people care about. I'm baking almond croissant cookies. So we'll see how that turns out. It usually turns out reasonable. I like to hope. I'll be taking a trip as well. I don't know where I'm going to go. I've not decided yet. Listeners can suggest a place for me in Discord. Has to be in the UK though, and within like, I don't know, an hour and a half of Birmingham, I suppose. Yeah, there you go.
This is where you'll start getting some really random suggestions.
Have you considered Manchester? No, I've considered it.
Go to John O'Groats.
Well, I could do that. Can't do that in an hour and a half. Otherwise, I'm going to get a lot of points on my license. Oh, right. I have got games of the weekend. I've got half three Saturday morning. Second in the East, Nashville hit the road to face Western Conference leaders San Diego in the MLS. Sam Surridge is still doing the football god's work in front of goal, only behind a certain Lionel Messi in the scoring charts. Yes, that is Sam Surridge, former Stoke City and Nottingham Forest striker, who has found an absolute new life in the MLS. Incredible striker he is in the MLS. There you go. If there's a championship level player right now who's pretty reasonable, they're not world class or top class. They're reasonable. Dewsbury Hall. Imagine him in the MLS. He'd be like fucking prime Cesc Fabregas. Oh, that'd be amazing. I want him now. I would like Dewsbury Hall to come to the MLS. But anyway, 16 hours. No, that's not right. 16 hours. 18 hours later, 9 p.m. Summer series begins. Hello, Everton, Bournemouth. Honestly, Berth, is it a big game? No. Will I watch it?
It's not a real game. It's not a real game. I'll tell you that.
Definitely not a real game. It's not a real game.
Oh, I don't know. Look, will I watch it? Absolutely. Will it be entertaining? No. But you know what? I'll watch it. I'll watch it like it's an obligation. It's football. It's at 9 o'clock. It's with two of the biggest teams in the league.
Really selling it to me here, Mikey.
Selling it. Sunday. We have 5 p.m. You know where I'm going. Women's Euro 2025 final. Spain, England. It's the World Cup final rematch. So there you go. Can the Lionesses bring it home and retain the Euro title? It's a big ask. This is this is the first time Spain have made a Euros final. I mean, that in itself. I think it's the first semi-final they made as well. So yeah, and then 9 o'clock. I think if it went to penalties, you'd still be able to get this game in. 9 o'clock. Our friends of the show, Kimberley, they're taking on Limpo. Time to get that elusive W in whatever dimension this promotion league table operates in. I don't understand it. I've studied it. I don't know how it works. It doesn't matter. Don't know.
Not a real fan.
Not a real fan. It's like when they look Real Oviedo with Santi Cazorla. They were still playing for promotion like the other week. I don't understand anything below La Liga, how their promotion and relegation. I was like, fuck knows how this works. It's made up on the spot. Right, Shevva shoutouts. Apparently got 17 comments. We don't. Someone had like a reply chain going on in one of them, so that's why it's forever. So I've got Rigai. I'm not sure how to stomach selling some of our best performers last season. Madueke, Jackson. When we can't even sell our deadwood, Sterling, Felix. Selling players who were recently good isn't building a consistent squad, just contributes to more turmoil and turnover. We need to focus on building a good squad with consistent minutes, seasons together, and not sell whenever we get the chance. Madueke was our best winger last season, and apparently that doesn't matter. Curious on your guys' thoughts.
Has Madueke been one of our better players?
He was our best winger last year.
That's such a low bar.
It's such a low bar, Chris. Come on.
I'm not saying it was a high bar. What I'm saying is that if you're going to sell one, do you sell the best one?
No, I don't say he's the best, actually. Pedro Neto.
Last season. Neto was shit last season, mate.
Who scored the goal that inspired our run of form?
Yeah, he scored one goal.
Come on.
More than that. I've always thought Neto's been better than Madueke.
Not last season.
1 for 1. I don't know. See,
Madueke, none of them was good. Let's get that right. None of them was good.
It was a race to who got 6 out of 10 most weeks.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Tom, greetings from Tasmania, Australia. Love the pod. What would be your realistic predictions for the Champions League next season? Think we go straight back to potential favourites or just under the radar? Cheers, Tom. You know what?
Definitely not favourites.
Yeah, I was going to say definitely not favourites.
We're the best.
All depends on the draw, don't it? Depends on the draw.
In the world. We're the best club in the world.
Let's be fair.
We are the best club in the world, as you keep saying, Mike.
We are.
I do appreciate that.
Who is? Who? No, the question
but we're not the best club in Europe. That's weird.
But we're
or England.
Yeah, again, weird. But we are the best in London.
What
so,
the fuck? That's brilliant. James, great pod as always. One question. Who would you sign if you were in control of Chelsea transfers? For me, I'd sign Trafford, Hato and Xavi Simons. I don't think Old Trafford's up for sale, and it's a piece of shit, to be honest.
We'll buy it anyway.
No, too much work to be done on that. You know what? He's just named all our targets pretty much. Well, Hato and how do I say? Is it Hato?
It's got to be Hato, surely. Yeah, it's got to be Hato.
Yeah.
I do like those. We'll touch on those in a bit. Would you sign Trafford, guys? James? No.
I think I would sign James Trafford. Well,
he's off to City. I think that's what we hear.
Wow.
Jamali, if we got Xavi Simons and Hato, would it be a good window for us?
Not without a left back, it wouldn't. No.
Well, no, Hato can play left back.
Hato literally is a backup left back.
Is a left back.
Yeah.
I thought he's a centre back.
No, he's a left back. He's a left back in place. He's like Calafiori.
He's a Swiss Army knife.
Okay. So he's a centre left back.
Yeah, he's a Dutch Army knife essentially. I've got Jack Coates. Lewis Hall is a left back who can play in midfield. Correct age profile to play back up to Kukurea with the potential to one day be first choice. Maybe the club should scout him and find out a bit more about this character. Well played.
Livermento's a good left back. I don't know whether we had him before.
Oh,
yeah, weird, isn't it?
Oh dear. And my favourite name. 21 LWL 6JX4 YSVIP M5TEOOOFRMA said, so glad to hear Berth's voice. His insight valuable as always. There you go, Berth. Your burner account's back on the comments.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll make sure to pay that guy when I come off the podcast.
Julian, if Etitike is 95 million, then so is Jackson. I wouldn't go that far. Maybe 60 to 70 in the current market. I'm glad we didn't sign Ekitike. I can't fucking say his name.
Do you know, I read a thing on Sky Sports on their app earlier about him. And the way they was doing a positive spin when clearly his stats are absolutely shit. He underperformed his XG by over 5 last year in his best ever season. He underperformed it by 5, and they went, I'm sure Liverpool fans will be excited to see someone who gets in so many goal scoring positions. And I thought, well, not if he keeps missing, they won't. They've got Darwin Núñez who does that.
He's
Gets
very
loads
good
of
at
chances, misses them all.
That is so true.
I thought if we'd signed him for that money, we'd be getting slagged off.
Oh, yeah.
Because his record is terrible. Last season he had a good year, but all his other seasons, the season before, he scored 4 goals. 4.
It's not great. It's not great. Alec, love from Wisconsin. Great pod. Can't wait for the Attackers episode. I feel like the Club World Cup MVP should have been split into stages of the tournament. Neto was the player of the group phase. Pedro was the player of the knockouts, and Palmer player of the final. Also, I agree that Xavi Simons is he's not a bad player, seems decent with a lot of upside, but most importantly, isn't Garnacho. That part's true. And you're giving FIFA some good ideas there. Awards for every... Actually, I wouldn't be against it.
Yeah, I just don't think in tournament football you can do that really, because you wouldn't do that in the World Cup, would you?
Well,
really?
Don't tempt them.
Yeah, but it's just, I think if you do one for every stage of like a tournament, the sort of specialty of it wears off, like the novelty wears off. It's not as important then, is it?
We all know with FIFA anyway, it'd be player of the group stage, Messi. Player of the knockouts, Messi. Player of the final, Messi. Wasn't even in it, but it doesn't matter. Player of the final, Messi.
Love that. I've got Phoenix. Xavi easily benches Gittins. You're right. I mean, Xavi was literally on the Ballon d'Or podium. I don't think he can still play. He might be able to. I mean, if he's like Pirlo, first touch. I don't think he. Oh, does he bench Gittins? I don't know. I don't know. Hard to say. That's a hard one. Both Bundesliga players, so they're both level-footed already. P Sargent 92. I think 5 million would still be too much for Sterling. Wouldn't want him at Villa for free. I wouldn't want him at Villa if you paid us to take him. For context, we have a Villa fan listening. Sick. I don't know how he's found the pod, but I love that.
He's a friend of he's a friend of ours.
Is he?
He is indeed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense now. Now, fair play. I was just like, he stumbled upon the show.
He's right about Sterling, though.
He is, yeah, he's right about Sterling. Yeah.
And finally, Samuel. This podcast is truly, and he's put legend, by the way, for this. Cue the drop. As I'm cueing the drop, because I've nearly missed it then. I'll start from that again. The podcast is truly, cue the drop.
Sensational.
I would advise against adopting the Minnesota Vikings as a favourite NFL team. Who the fuck else? Was that Ollie? Who said that? Someone must have said it. They give Tottenham vibes, have accomplished nothing of substance, and are best known for having a fancy stadium. Packers are the only answer, and are the only publicly owned major professional sports franchise in the US. Spread love, it's the Brooklyn way. Up the Chelsea. That is true. I think Green Bay Packers were recent in the news as well. They made a shit ton of money. I don't know how it works when they share it across the NFL. The owners. I don't genuinely know, because I am not a Packers fan, so I'm not gonna. As I quickly tried to Google how much it was a lot of money. I don't know.
Chris, who do you support in the old NFL?
Me?
Chris.
Oh.
Your host. Chris is Chris.
None, because I don't watch it.
That's the end of that conversation then, mate. We're doing a podcast here, mate. Just make one up.
Yeah,
I can't. I'm not gonna lie, Beth.
No, he's known for that. It says here, Green Bay Packers reported an $83.7 million operating profit for the fiscal year ending March 31st, 25. That's a 23.6 million increase in the previous year. Well done all round. That's top.
Who do you support, Beth?
New York Giants.
Oh, okay. You're in for a
just
world
made that
of
up?
No.
Well, yeah, but that's better than your answer, weren't it? Instead of, I don't know, I don't watch it. Just make one up. Doing a podcast.
Really poor showing there from Chris. Thank you, though, as always, for.
Beth's going to get so many questions now about the Giants that he's not going to be able to answer.
I know their starting quarterback.
Who is it?
It's Smith.
Smith. Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
What a
Well,
player.
Alex Smith
Good player.
hasn't never played for the.
But
Eagles,
is
though.
Alex Smith a quarterback?
He was, yes. He played for the
see?
Chiefs and the Washington football team, because I don't know if that's still offensive or not. So there you go, Washington. Anyway, thank you for your reviews, thoughts, and everything else. If you want yours read out on the show, just head over to Spotify, drop a comment on the episode, and we'll shout you out in the next episode. So with that, time to hit some news. It's that time of the week we check out news you may have missed in the elevator Chelsea news. Christopher Nkunku's exit from Chelsea this summer remains almost guaranteed. Raheem Sterling is not a target for Leverkusen. Chelsea have advanced into personal term talks with Xavi Simons. Fulham are interested in Kieran Disby Hall. Chelsea are finally in talks of Ajax over Jorrel Hato. RB Leipzig are in talks over Khan Chukwuemeka. The first look at Chelsea's 26-27 home kit has leaked. Man United have been approached with the opportunity to start talks with Nicolas Jackson. And finally, Jose Mourinho has said, it used to be believed that whoever won the most was the best, but that's no longer the case. Now, whoever creates the most perceptions is the best. There are coaches who try things that don't work and fail, but they say, I died with my idea. If you die with your idea, you're stupid. It's very Mourinho, that, isn't it?
He's right, though.
He's
Yeah,
right.
that guy is my hero, I'm telling you.
Yeah. He is right. He's definitely right.
You know, at the end of the day, all the great managers adapted. You know, if even the tactical holy duo of Klopp and Pep, they've not had the same system for like decades. You know, they've adapted it to like suit the squad, or, you know, stop a low block beating them. And you know what, I looked at Mourinho here and I thought, you're spot on. If you can't adapt to the reality, you're not brave, you're not loyal to the idea, you're just stupid. You know, we all gave Maresca stick for being a plan A merchant, but like he eventually like just dusted off his plan B and was like, you know what, we do need one. That's what makes a top manager, though. You know, not blind faith in a system that stopped working like 6 defeats ago. You know, you got to have brains and humility to just say, look, I'm wrong. And that's what, for me, separates the good managers from the best managers.
Well, that's why Postecoglou was never going to work at Spurs, because he would always play the same way every time. I'll always go back to this game when we beat them 4-1, and there was down to 9 men, and he could have easily dropped them back and played out for a draw, but instead he played this ridiculous high line and they lost 4-1.
Yeah.
That set, Mourinho would never dream of doing something like that. The top coaches would never dream of doing anything like that. No. You've got to win a game. That's the aim of football, no matter what it is.
What was funny about that, though, is that game actually proves Mourinho's statement true, because Ange got so much praise after that game for sticking to his principles, but they lost the game 4-1.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, is Ange a good manager? He's a good manager. You don't win trophies if you're a bad manager. You know, you just don't.
Especially at Spurs.
Yeah, exactly. This is Spurs. You know, is he a top manager? No, because you have to adapt. You have to. Otherwise, you will never be. Even Fergie adapted. I mean, bloody hell, that guy adapted he evolved every season, it seemed.
He did.
And that's why he's considered one of the greatest, if not the greatest. Hey, look, I like the news that we're finally dipping our toes into the backup left-back market. That was nice to hear. Like snow on Christmas Day. With Hato, though, we touched on it earlier, didn't we? I mean, he can invert, which this is potentially even better. I'm not going to act like I know him inside out like a cookie recipe. But from what I've seen, he looks like the perfect understudy to Cucurella. So I'm not sad. Don't know what you think on Mr. Hato.
Well, like we said earlier, he kind of gives backup for 2 positions. And from what I've seen, the clips I've seen, looks very good. 19 to fit our profile perfectly. Wait and see, we'll probably get him for an all right fee as well. So, yeah, I mean, it looks good on paper. And I think it's sort of a signing that we definitely need. So it makes sense all round, really. So, you know what's going to happen now? He's going to be an absolute flop now that I've said all that. But, yeah, it looks good on paper, definitely.
He will either be Ashley Cole or Baba Rahman. No in between. No in between. Chris, are you hyped for Hato?
It's a good signing because we literally haven't got a backup. And then I do think one of the struggles you have when you have such a clear number one in Cucurella is trying to convince someone to come in and literally be a backup, because that's all they're ever going to be. while he's here isn't easy. So to find someone who's highly rated, I've seen the other clubs he's linked with, like he's clearly quite highly rated. So
Yeah.
fee doesn't look too bad either. Age profile's good. Cover different positions. Is actually cover for Kukurea, which is something we desperately need, and will be happy to be a backup. I think that's a perfect signing.
He's also not on the bench for tonight's game between Ajax and Celtic that Ajax are winning. But again, it's a pre-season friendly, so
it's not a real game.
Never is. We'll move. Xavi Simons. I mean, this deal will get done for me. I cannot wait. My heart tells me this signing means the absolute end of the Garnacho rumours. My brain is laughing at my heart though, because he knows that's bollocks. The soccer subreddit, I don't know if you've been over on there, they reckon that Xavi Simons is mid. But again, you said it earlier, actually, Chris. You said about Sky Sports. Maybe they work and potter about on the subreddit because they're the same people who said Ekatike was a glorified YouTuber until he signed for Liverpool, and now suddenly he's literally like Haaland.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's behave. If we wrap up Simons and Hato, that's it for me. Summer window complete. Shut the shop, turn the sign to close, draw the curtains. We're done. We don't need more. I know people are pushing for a goalkeeper. We don't. I still say we have to give Sanchez that chance. If he's shit again, then hey, look, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, and still shame on me. I'm wrong. I've been wrong about other stuff, but I don't think it's going to be worse than my Kante take. So.
Well, who knows?
It can't get worse.
It can.
It can.
I do think that. I think if we get Hato and Simons stood, I don't think we need Simons, but I think it's a marquee signing, so fans would automatically love that. But he's obviously a talented player and can play again left wing cam, so versatile, which is back up for two positions. But I think it would be classed as a very good window in my eyes. But the problem is, you don't really know how good or how bad a window is until at the end of a season.
I would
even look back.
You could argue a couple of seasons as well, couldn't you?
You could, yeah. You could. I mean, look at the time when we bought Bakayoko, Drinkwater, Morata. At the time, we thought, this is a good window. Not now.
Yeah.
Not now.
No.
Congratulations for being shit. Well done for being shit, and well done for being shit.
All of them sucked, just terribly. Chris, do you want to talk about Jamie Carragher saying something stupid?
What was he every time he's on the telly?
Yeah,
What's he said now?
He said he did a tweet and he came across a video today from 12 months ago that had been edited. So comments around Chelsea spending taken slightly out of context. It was about 35 signings in over 2 years, not one window, probably over 40 now. Also told you all months ago Liverpool needed 6 to 7 players. Double down when you're wrong, mate. That's the right answer, isn't it? Don't just look. I'm not his biggest fan. However, you know what? If he'd have put his hands up and gone, you know what, Chelsea, I said they weren't an exciting young team. They are now. You know what? I was wrong. I'd have been like, clap, fair play. But you doubled down on being wrong. Yeah, I think that you need to have a look in the mirror. You can't be doing that. You have to.
I'll tell you what.
Wrong.
I don't want to hear anything from Liverpool fans next season about them being underdogs.
Oh, you will.
They've spent double the amount of Arsenal and Man City combined this window.
Yeah, man.
They've spent more than us. They've spent more than anyone else in Europe. So don't come at me again with the whole, we're Liverpool, we do it without spending all the money. We don't have to buy the league. No, we'll see.
Well, the thing is, it'll be like nearly 400 million euros. That's insane. I mean, if they get Isak, that's if they get Isak. I'm still not convinced they'll do that. And you know what? We're not a Liverpool pod, so we couldn't give a shit. So it's time for the third and final part of our Keep, Sell or Loan trilogy. We've done goalkeepers. We've tackled the defenders and midfielders. And now we get to bring out the big drama, the forwards. That's where the fun begins. We've seen a full season of Pedro Neto, another year of Jackson. Sterling entering his wise uncle phase, I suppose. Maresca's system demanding something a bit different from our attackers. So, look, it's not about how talented you are. It's about who actually fits the style of course, offers consistency, who's living on name alone. There's a few of you out there. So, we'll wrap it up. Keeps our loan forwards edition. And we go straight away. Oh, hello. We've got Jamie Gittins. Now, straight away, I've got Keep. Why? Brand new signing. He's got diplomatic immunity from judgment until at least October. I don't know what you guys loan.
Yeah, no, I think all the new signings you have to keep to sort of see what they're actually like. Obviously, we've seen a bit of Pedro, but we haven't really seen anything of Gittins yet. So, I mean, yeah, he looks talented. I don't think he's going to get as much game time as people think, though. That's the only problem I have with him, which is a worry because it's a lot of money spent on him. I don't know, something about it. I think of the people we brought in, I think he might be the one that actually doesn't get as much game time as people think. But I could be wrong because he's obviously, we need a left winger. We've got it young, quick, basically a left wing version, Nani Madueke, but hopefully better. So, but yeah, definitely keep.
Chris.
I've got keep, but I think why you feel like that, Berth, is because there was at least a month's worth of hype around Gittins, and then we signed him, and now everyone has forgot that he exists.
Yeah.
We've
Because
been gaslit.
nobody talks about him. Nobody talks about him at all. Nobody's mentioned him at all. From the minute we actually signed him, no one has spoke about him whatsoever.
I can't.
So it's
You're
like
right.
we've signed him, and then it's even like our own board have gone, right, well, we signed him, and then let's go and sign someone else. And then someone's gone, what, didn't we sign Gittins for left wing? And they've gone, oh, fuck, yeah, we did.
Oh, bollocks.
Oh, bollocks. It's because he went on holiday.
Yeah, hang on, we've got Esteval. Who else we got? Gitten. Oh, look, Xavi Simmons. Oh no. We'll move.
I'm with Berth, though. I do think it is a slight worry that he could be another one of them signings that we've just signed to flip a profit on.
Well, hey, we got we got to make money somehow. That's kind of the Chelsea model. Right, Tyreek George. Well, no, we're not making profit on this guy. This is a keep. I mean, his talent is undeniable. My concern, though, is who does he bench from the 11? Because he has versatility. That's great. I've said this, left and right wing. He was good in appearances last season, and I need him to stay because he'll only become better staying at Chelsea. But I've learnt that whenever I say that, a player gets sent out on loan. So fuck knows what I say. I'd still keep him.
I'd loan him, I think.
Where?
I think he needs game time now. And I think the amount of attackers...
Forest.
Well, this is it. The amount of players you brought in on the wings and sort of up front, how much game time is he going to get? Really? So I think if he goes on loan to Dortmund's actually not a bad shout, I think. Or a Prem team, like a lower end Prem team. I generally think
Forest.
Not maybe not Nottingham Forest, but then again, they probably could do Winger because they just got rid of Alanga. So
that's true.
Yeah.
So, but I think like I really like Tyreek George, and I think long term it'll be really good for us. But I think this season, I think he needs game time under his belt to develop, and I don't think he'll get as much this season. So I think loan would be perfect for him.
Are you flipping him for pure profit, Chris?
I would loan him this season because I just don't think he's going to play. This is with the assumption that we're going to get the Simmons deal done. I just don't see how he plays. When you look at the other options that we're going to have, he got barely any game time in the Club World Cup. You know, and people like Nkunku was starting over him, even when we was rotating. So it doesn't suggest he's massively in the manager's plans. So I would loan him this year, even though I don't trust our loan system. I think he'll be sold next summer for the profit.
Oh, I hope not.
You don't sign that many young players who play the position of another young player you've got if you're planning on them being in the first team.
Fair point. Next up, Mykhailo Mudryk. I've got keep under surveillance because he's not playing, which is basically how it was before the ban. And you got to watch him. We don't know what's going on there. We have no idea. I've never known. Can a player get transferred? Well, Suarez got transferred under a ban, but it had an end in sight, didn't it? Let's be honest. We were like, well, he's definitely going to play for Barca at some point when he's been, told off for biting people. I guess we have to keep him, don't we? Unless they terminate his contract.
Yeah, I mean, I think I would have sold him about 3 years ago anyway, to be fair.
Yeah, fair point.
We still have that goal that was a cross.
You've got to say, though, well, we can't loan him because that would be pointless. Imagine that, sending him on a 1 year loan to serve his suspension in another country.
Yeah.
And you can't sell him because no one's going to buy him. So we don't have any choice. He's got to stay at
The
home.
thing is, though, right, what I've never got is, like, how can you be on performing enhancing drugs and still be that shit?
I know I said that. It's unforgivable, that, isn't it? At least if you're going to do it, at least be good.
Yeah, fuck, man. He's terrible.
Yeah, it won't. Like I said, he's not playing, which is basically like it was before the game ban. Right. Next up, Esteval. Well, he hasn't even unpacked his suitcase yet. And his talent is screaming Galactico Ballon d'Or energy, isn't it? Look, you keep him close, you let him learn the Chelsea way. But, of course, I'm keeping him. But, of course, give him time. He could here soar like into the sky like a jet engine. He might take some time like a hot air balloon. Don't put all the bloody pressure on him. If he has, let's just say, debuts, and it's not the best debut, I couldn't give a shit. Give him time. He's not going to walk into this team and be the best thing ever. If he does, winner for us. But we have to be realistic. And I'm sorry, I don't think some of our fans have got realistic expectations on him.
Oh, that's like us.
Yeah, as I say, yeah, it sounds... For me, I think this is a real toss-up between him and Tyreek George to be loaned back out.
No chance they loan out Esteval. No chance.
That's what, obviously, because we just brought him in this year, that's why I didn't think we'd loan him out. Obviously, his potential is ridiculous. And like you said, Mikey, we've got real high standards for him. I think let's not get too sort of ahead of ourselves. He's 18, coming to a very, very, very physical league. Not really seen much of him. Obviously, he scored against us the other day, but let's just take our time with him. Let's be patient with him, because he's not going to be this. I mean, I love it if he was, but he's not going to be Lionel Messi from the first game onwards. So let's just, be patient, give him time, and see what happens. Because he's obviously an unbelievable talent. Obviously got the skills, obviously got the pace, finishing. It's all there. Let's just lower our expectations a little bit.
Chris?
Keep, and for me, he should play.
Wow.
Because I think if you've got a player who is meant to be generational, they don't develop into that sitting on the bench. You have to play them. And yes, they'll go through periods where they're not very good. Like, you look at Vinny Jr. when he first went to Real Madrid, struggled. They still played him.
Yeah.
And now, he was in the running for a Ballon d'Or. And then, Neymar, when he come over from Brazil, did the same thing. Came over, played. Didn't sit on the bench, played. I think this is the mistake we make with a lot of young signings. Not just Chelsea. I think in England in general, I think there's a real weird thing in this country where you're not allowed to play 18-year-olds. Like, unless you have to, they shouldn't be starting. We need someone 26. If they're good enough, they play. And I think that's how Esteval should be treated. Give him his chance, and if he's good enough, he plays. And if he's not, then he doesn't. But you want to give any player a chance to hit their full potential, they have to play.
Yeah. Pedro Neto, easy keep. I mean, he's top tier. He's explosive. He's direct. He was the true best player of the Club World Cup, in my opinion. And I've already said all this already, but without his goal against Fulham, do we make the Champions League? Do we? Fuck, I don't think we do. Because we'd all have been like, Maresca's got to be sacked. That's what we'd all be like. What have you got?
Yeah, keep. I think his ceiling's higher than Madueke's. I think he works harder for the team. I think he's more versatile than Madueke, and I think that's why we've kept him. Real good Club World Cup for us. He's absolutely rapid as well. I think he's one of those players that will get better next season. I think he'll definitely kick on now. And yeah, I just really like his attitude. You can never moan about his professionalism. Pedro Neto, real good professional. And I don't want to keep going back to Madueke, but at times you've thought Madueke's attitude has let him down a little bit. And you never think that about Neto, which I think goes a long way, especially with Chelsea fans. So, yeah, definitely keep for me.
What about you, Chris?
Yeah, he's a keep for me. I think he's a good player. I still think people are a little bit high on him just because he had a decent Club World Cup. Whereas last season, I don't think he had a great season at all. I think he was okay, but that was it. But he can play off the right, can play off the left. He has shown that he can play up front.
Yeah.
His pace is always an issue for opposition teams. If Maresca's going to keep tweaking the system as well, so we do play forward quicker, then he's definitely an asset in that sort of system.
Mm.
But for me, he'd be a backup to Estevao.
Oh, that's a spicy one. That's a spicy sausage. Right. Oh, hello, Raheem Sterling. I've got sell because he laces up his boots, but the talent won't come out. He's choking now. Everybody's joking now. The clock's run out. Time's up. Over. Blow. Snap back to reality. Oh, he's training with the academy, but he won't be sold that easily. Yeah, he won't. Basically, no. I don't think we'll sell him. I think we'll genuinely struggle. I really do, because he's on £325,000 a week.
Yeah, we will
That's
struggle.
insane.
But for the sake of this game, we have to sell him. I think if we say anything else, I think we'd get absolutely pelted on Twitter.
I mean,
here comes the money.
That every week, £325,000. How did that happen? What? I mean, he was all right at City. I mean, he was top class there, but he wasn't still at the. I wouldn't say he was at his peak still. How did we offer 300? And this is this ownership. It's not like it was the previous regime. This is this ownership who want to control the wage and everything else. 325 grand. Oh dear.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny though? Like, sorry to interrupt, but like that Raheem Sterling transfer was almost as if it was a signing from Abramovich. It was really strange because you look back now and like every other signing we've made, pretty much, it's been the complete opposite to that Raheem Sterling signing.
Yeah, I still can't get over it. Now he's 75 grand more than anyone else in our squad. And if you think, and here's what will make you cry, right? At City, he was on 300. We gave him a pay rise. Oh no. It just blows my mind. It blows my mind. Chris, you've got to have sell, haven't you? Though it'll probably be a loan.
Well, I'd sell him if you can get rid of him. But, I mean, who's going to want him?
It's the money, isn't it? It's that salary that's going to be the problem.
The problem is with Sterling as well, is he's the sort who will just sit around, not play and pick up the money. I don't think he's that arsed about playing. Because if he was, I don't think he would have gone on loan to Arsenal last season where he was never going to play.
The thing is, we've touched on it before, if he sits on his contract, which he's legally and rightfully obliged to do, as long as he turns up to training, he would earn, before tax, £33.8 million. And as a person who is a human being, I could not blame anyone for going, I'm going to take that. Because that is insane money.
It's our fault.
It's a lot.
It is our fault. Well, not us three. We didn't personally sign it off. We probably got excited at the time when we signed him and said that that's it. We're going to challenge for the title. It was one of the best transfer windows ever. Yeah, we got to sell. And talking of sell, João Felix, Ollie's worst signing of the season prediction.
Forgot about him.
And well, I think we all did. And he really earned that. Yes, he really earned that last season being our worst signing. More so than his paycheck. We got to stop this PSR bullshit. We know why we signed him. Not because he's coming home. No, we signed him so we could sell Gallagher for a pure profit on the books. Because we didn't even want Felix, did we? We only picked him up because Atletico and Samu fell through.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
Are we all agreed, Sel?
Yeah. Absolutely, definitely.
Yeah. Moving on to the man, the myth, the legend.
Nicolas Jackson.
Where am I going with this? I'm going sell. I've got to be something crazy, haven't I? Look, he is erratic, but he's effective. Whether it's a hat trick, a sitter he misses, or an elbow to the face, he can be an absolute chaotic player. And I promise you that I'm not doing this for clicks. I'm not. I'm so torn on this because I'm more torn than any of my jeans when I get into a car. No, I don't tear them that often. That was one time. It was an old pair. Doesn't matter. I'm going to say sell with an asterisk because it's a 60 million plus move. And if it involves Garnacho the other way, I'm instantly saying keep. I'm not doing I don't want Garnacho. If he joins, I'll support him, but I don't want Garnacho. And I feel horrible saying sell because I still think there's a player in there. But when we did the last chance saloon, he's so in it, and I think he let us down in two key moments: the Newcastle game, and who was it? Who did he play? Was it Flamengo? It was Flamengo. We needed you so badly. That's the problem. I think if we're not talking about the 2 red cards, I think we are all feeling different about this. Well, I am. I don't know what you guys think.
I think it all depends on the price. If someone offers us 60 million,
yeah,
I think we take it. I do think we take it. And I really like Nicolas Jackson. I'll never say a bad word about him, to be fair. Yeah, he's rash. Yeah, he's not the best finisher, but I think he works really hard for the team, brings other players into the game, movement's really good. I think he's a very good player, and I've backed him up to everyone I've spoken to. Whoever said he's shit, I've always backed him. But 60 million is a lot of money. And when you bring in Delap and Pedro, one of them is, I'm really torn on it.
It's so hard.
Up a Gary Neville there.
After I say it's so hard.
Keep. I'm gonna say keep.
Yeah,
I don't. Fact that he is proven for us, so I'm gonna go keep unless it's 60 mil.
I don't think, if you said keep or sell, I don't think it's the wrong answer. Chris, what have you got?
He's a keep for me, honestly. There's been times where rival fans online have called Chelsea fans entitled. And I've always thought, I don't know what they mean. Like, I think wanting the best for your team, it doesn't make you entitled. That's just being a fan, isn't it? But I do get it. I do get it with us. Honestly, I do. Here is a player who has 42 goal involvements in 81 games for us.
It's quite good.
42 in 81. It's 1 in 2, which is what you ask for from any striker. 1 in 2 goal involvements, right? And everyone's like, nah, get rid of him. Not good enough for us. He's not good enough for us, but everyone's absolutely creaming themselves over João Pedro, who's got nowhere near
creaming
those
themselves,
numbers.
Chris, is mental.
Whoa.
And Liam Delap, who's had 1 good season in his entire career.
What a season.
And it wasn't even a great season. It was an okay season. You know, I just think sometimes we're so quick to get rid of these players for the next thing coming along that this is why no one ever really succeeds at Chelsea, because we're only interested in them for a year and then we want someone new. And I'll get rid of him now. I want a new one. We are like that spoilt rich kid.
100%, yeah. 100%.
Look, I'm not. It's like I said. I didn't say it because I'm so torn on it, because the reasons to sell with the money involved, I totally understand it, and then I see the reasons to keep, and I fully understand that and agree with it. It's just one of them. I feel like if we sold him right now, I'd probably be more sad than okay. I think that probably. But you've got to stop the red card stuff. You have to.
The one in the Club World Cup, I really don't give a shit about at all, to be honest.
Wow.
The one at the back end of this. The one at the back end of the season against Newcastle was stupid. Like the one in the Club World Cup, it was a silly challenge, but it was a normal challenge. The one against Newcastle was unforgivable because that was a decision that he made.
That's correct.
That was a stupid decision, not a challenge that he got wrong. You know, yes, that was stupid. But, I mean, we've had players like that before. Drogba got sent off in a Champions League final.
Yeah.
You know. I think sometimes people just use these things to beat players.
But to be
with
fair,
that they
though,
don't
Chris,
like.
what we'll say is Drogba scored about 30 goals that season.
Yeah, he was absolutely unreal. Yeah, that does make it a little bit different. But I think as well, like, yes, the Club World Cup one, he got sent off, which meant he missed a game. But if we hadn't signed João Pedro, or for whatever reason he wasn't eligible to play in the Club World Cup, Liam Delap got himself suspended.
Yes, you're right.
So it was exactly the same situation. We would have been playing Pedro Neto up front, and everyone would have been going, "Oh, Liam Delap's really let us down." And then all of a sudden, it would have been, "Oh, I don't know what we signed him for." Honestly, we've got to stop. We've got to stop it. We can't.
But I don't think that's just that's just not Chelsea fans. I think that's just football fans in general. To be honest,
that's a good point.
Yeah,
I agree.
that is fair.
Two right next up. I've got João Pedro and Liam Delap. Look, at the end of the day, João Pedro, brand new signing. He's got diplomatic immunity from judgment till at least October. Liam Delap, it's a sell. I'm bored. We don't need you now. We got João Pedro. Boring.
That's what it feels like.
No,
that's
Keith,
the general consensus online, by the way.
Yeah, I've seen it. We'd make pure profit already.
What's
the best Chelsea thing ever?
What is good about those two though is that they're both different to each other. Like Delap's more of a backroom ram, and João Pedro is like that, like neat and tidy footballer who can like sort of do little fancy flicks and stuff. Whereas Delap just runs on, bit of a brute, bit of a bully. It's good to have different options, and they're both different to Nicolas Jackson as well. So yeah, good choices.
Yeah.
Here's a thing about them two though. Yeah. Well, all three of them really. In a 38 game season, if you was to say to all three of them, you're going to play 30 games, who do you think scores the most goals?
Interesting question. Interesting.
What? I go straight for Delap. I don't know why.
Hold on, wait. None of them can take penalties. So it open play goals only.
That only impacts Pedro, to be fair. Jackson taking penalties.
The thing is with that though, that question, it's a very good question. But the only one that's actually played for Chelsea and played with these players so far is Nicolas Jackson. So at the minute, you probably would say him, based on the fact he's used how the team plays. The other two have played for teams that have been further down the league, where they haven't had as much of the ball, they haven't had as many chances. So it's really hard to answer that question. By default, I think you have to give it to Nicolas Jackson, but I didn't tell you about the other two. Thought he would score more, but that's my opinion.
Christopher Nkunku. Now, Berth, we're told he's done. He's been sold. I had keep because before the Club World Cup, this was a sell. And I've already wrote it down. It was sell. But we saw glimpses of the elite player that we signed. I'd be direct with him. I really would. I would sit him down one-to-one, just ask him, do you want to stay? And if the answer is yes, keep. If he says no, we sell him.
Have I been watching a different Club World Cup to you, mate?
He was decent in that Club World Cup.
So was Dewsbury Hall, mate.
I know. I like Dewsbury Hall.
Yeah, we had him as a keep, to be fair.
Yeah, we did.
We did have him as a keep.
Hey, look, when I saw him linked to Fulham, I was sad. When I've seen him get linked, I'm like, yeah, if we sell him, yeah. In Dewsbury Hall, I want us to keep him. I just really like Dewsbury Hall. It's what he does to you. He's like a little Labrador puppy. He has the eyes. You're like, no, yeah, you're all right.
Friend of the show, and he does.
Friend of the show.
Big friend of the show.
What have you got, Chris, for Nkunku?
It's tough because I still think there's a player in there, but I don't think he's ever going to be the first teamer that he wants to be. So I would sell, but I think if we sell to Newcastle, it's a decision we'll live to regret.
Yeah,
I think he could go to Newcastle and explode, and see the Leipzig Nkunku. As they are going to be a direct rival for top four, I think that would be a decision that we would regret. Because if he goes there and even scores, assuming they keep up Isak, if he goes there and adds 10 to 12 goals to their team, they have a threat, a real threat.
Yeah.
So if we was going to sell him, I'd rather sell him abroad, to be honest. But it seems like Newcastle are the front runners if we're going to sell.
Three more left. Armando Broja. Has his ship sailed?
God. Is he still
here? I didn't realise he was still here.
Has his ship sailed? I'd say it was sunk. Confidence is shot. Inconsistent loans have turned up nothing, and he doesn't fit the team anymore. The fact that you guys were just like, "Oh, that's it. That's all you need to know." Like, shit, that poor guy is still here.
I wonder who on this podcast said that Armando Broja was shit, when everyone said he should be our first
I
choice striker.
I actually said that as well. Chris, can I just say that?
Congratulations, bro.
Don't just big yourself up there. I've also said that as well, Chris.
Yeah, me and you, Berth. Do you remember that summer?
I do, yeah, I do remember that summer because I was like, he's not that good.
The clamour of people going, "Oh, give him the number 9 shirt. He should be our starting striker. He's proved he's good enough." He scored 6 goals for Southampton in a loan spell, and everyone absolutely lost their mind. Honestly, this fan base at times, it's absolute crazy. Yeah, he's a sell because is he a footballer? No.
Well, to be fair, you've just described everything I said that summer. I generally cannot remember if I said that. It sounds like something I get excited about and go, oh, Mark Yu. I've got loan. He's still a bargain.
I think a loan.
He's surprisingly composed when he plays, and he's worth keeping as a 3rd or 4th choice striker. But I think is that fair on him and his development? And I'd say no. Loan him to a possession-based team in Spain.
Thing is, right, Mark Yu is very, very, very similar to Liam Delap in Alan play.
Yes.
Very similar.
Very, very true.
And I think if he gets a good loan this season, I think he could be just as good as Liam Delap next season.
Okay.
Bit of a hot take, but I think yeah. I do like him, but he's just one of them players you just need to, he's raw, very, very raw. Just need to own it in a bit. And if he gets a good loan, back to Spain, maybe again another lower base team in the Prem. I think he could be really good.
Okay, are we all agreement there, Chris?
I agree with everything Berth just said. I think if he doesn't get injured last year, I don't think we signed Delap.
It's a good shout.
I think he would have. I think he would have proved to be good enough. I don't think he would have been unbelievable, scoring double figures, but I think everyone would have seen actually there is a player there, because I really liked him in the glimpses that we did see him. His work rate was exceptional. His pressing was brilliant. And then I think after his first couple of games where he kept missing chances, once he got his first goal, I think his finishing after that was actually really composed.
Yeah.
I think we almost like another one of them players where we've almost disregarded him because we've wanted to sign Delap when we probably already had our own.
We have one final striker left. Listeners, if you know who it is, go for it. Yeah.
Is it David Datro Fofana?
You are spot on, and I will not lie.
Wow.
I forgot that he existed and was even being paid by our club. I genuinely was going through our list this week and writing up my opinions and was like, fucking hell, I forgot he played for us. He's still on.
He played football.
Yeah, he play a lot. Who did he go to last year? Was it Burnley?
It was at Burnley at some point under Vincent Kompany. That was the year before, wasn't it?
No.
It must have been the year before. So where did he go last year?
Reading?
He must have gone somewhere.
Well, yeah.
He didn't go Reading last year.
He went to, oh my word, he went to Göztepe in Turkey.
Oh, in Turkey, yeah.
Scored 2 in 5 and was recalled in February after having an injury. So
wow.
Keith?
That was good.
There you go. Liam, here's your rival for the number 9 shirt. Yeah, I think I'll be all right, boss. Right, let us know, listen, what you would keep, sell, or completely disagree with my take on Jackson. That is fine. I respect it. You can go ahead. So we'll do some Quaresma's questions. We've got a couple, even though we are doing a mailbag on Monday. So there's your hint to drop as many questions in as possible to us. So I've got a Wear Temp who's asked, do Jorrel Hato and Xavi Simons move the needle? I'd say they look strong enough to do a bit of sewing.
They, I think it definitely
not a full tapestry.
Look, at the end of the day, it makes our squad a lot stronger.
Yeah.
Xavi Simons is obviously a marquee signing. Everyone's after him. It's good. It is. Yeah, Arsenal wanted him. That's it really. To be fair, but I think they make us a lot better depth-wise and on paper. So
look, if keeping with the sewing analogy, they're definitely for me hemming trousers, because you look at both. I rate them. I generally do, and I especially rate Simons. because I've actually seen him play more than twice. And as potential signings, they make a lot of sense. Do they move the needle? Yes, but it's more of a subtle twitch than a full spin because, like I said, tailoring a pair of trousers, it improves the overall fit, making the whole outfit work better, but you won't notice the stitching unless you're really looking because they're not going to start week in, week out. But of course, if Cucurella, we pull a thread, Cucurella's out, we've got Hato to come in. Right now, we'd be screwed. We'd have our pants down if Cucurella gets injured. Chris?
No.
Oh,
because they do improve the squad, but for me, I don't think you can say a transfer is a needle mover unless they are coming in as a first teamer, hands down, that on the team sheet. Like when we signed Fabregas and Costa, you knew they was coming in and those two was starting. So whoever we had in those positions before, they was coming out and those two was going in. They're needle movers. I don't think anyone knows whether. Well, we know Hato won't play. No one knows whether Simmons is going to be a starter or not. So I don't think you can call him a needle mover. But then he could be one, like Berth said earlier. This time next year, we could be saying he was a needle mover because he came in and he was unbelievable. You don't know until afterwards. But on the face of it as a transfer, no.
Yeah. And one final one, purely because we've got a question special coming up Monday. That's why. I've got Josh who dropped us an Instagram saying it's about 35 degrees centigrade in St. Louis, Missouri today. How do you guys survive with no AC in Europe? We don't. We complain.
Yeah, we don't. We literally. We are the biggest moaners in the world. So if it gets a little bit hot, we'll moan. If it gets a little bit wet, we moan. And if
it's terrible.
You cannot please English people.
No, we live in a very unique climate. We know that because it's always hot or very cold, and it can be hot, cold, snowing, hailing, and beautiful sun in one day.
Yeah.
That has happened, and it's still.
Yes.
We had it. Oh, when was that? It was like earlier this year. Was it earlier this year? Yeah, it was. 'Cause I was off work. We had thunder snow. That's surreal.
Yeah.
That is so weird. It's so weird when you see it. Like, what? Oh man. You know what? I'm going to ask my own quick question because we didn't get it in the news. WSL fixtures drop tomorrow. How we feeling ahead of the new season? I personally am terrified because Arsenal have Adjumang and Chloe Kelly, and I'm suddenly. We had this chat before, Chris and I did in the group chat, and I'm like, I'm scared because I think they're quite good. But no one knew who Adjumang was before the Euros. But that's.
Tell you what, I've been really impressed with her. I've been really impressed with Adjumang. She's been very, very, very good. Very good. Chloe Kelly obviously is a great player anyway, but Adjumang has really impressed me.
I'm not that worried. I don't think Chloe Kelly had a massive impact when she went to Arsenal on loan. I don't think
they only won the Champions League.
Yeah, but she wasn't the major cog in that, was she? Let's be fair. I think Chloe Kelly's better internationally than she is at club level. I think she's one of those players.
Lucas
who's just really good. Yeah, really good for a country, but they're not quite the same player at club level, and no one knows why. Adjumang's been unbelievable at the Euros, but she won't play because Russo will play.
Yeah.
So it's not that much of a big deal that she's at Arsenal. Listen, I still think we've got the best manager. Yeah. We've got the best squad. We've got players like Sam Kerr coming back. We've signed Ellie Carpenter, who's going to fight for that right back role, and I think be better than the backups we had last year. So I do think subtly our squad's improved without those massive signings in a way. So I'm not massively worried. Listen, our run of winning the title's got to come to an end at some point, but I'm still confident that it won't be this year.
Yeah, we'll judge how the WSL fixtures fall for us on Monday's show. So that'll be interesting. I'll be eagerly watching that at 10 a.m. GMT tomorrow morning. We'll wrap up today's game. Today's show. We actually get to play it. Come on, sound drop. There There we go.
Ah,
We haven't. Look, I'm sorry. The Lone Army Carousel hasn't been running in a few weeks. That's why it's rusty and it didn't start first time. So the rules are simple. I've got a category ready. It's been a while since I had this category wrote up. And if you take too long, people haven't heard it for so long.
Has anyone seen Spurs?
And the category, ironically, for a show we haven't been able to use Lone Army Carousel on for a while, is called I Need a Rest. Because playing every single game of the Premier League season is tiring work, isn't it? But can you name me the 21 players who featured in every single game of the 24-25 Premier League season? They didn't have to play all 90 minutes, but as long as they appeared in every single game, all 38. So, Berth hasn't done a carousel in a while.
Oh, no. Oh, don't come to me. Don't come to me.
Ollie, what have you got?
This is a hard one, by the way.
This is a very hard one. I think I'll go first. I think I'll go keepers first. And I don't know if this is going to be right, but I'm going to go with Jordan Pickford.
And he is on the list for Everton. I don't need to say the clubs, or I could.
I think this is tough, by the way.
Mm.
I like Berth's approach, though. I'm with you there, Berth. I like it.
Thank you.
I'm going to go David Raya.
David Raya is on there. Arsenal Football Club.
Glad you cleared that up.
Yeah, well, it's got to be done.
Matt Sells.
Matt Sells of Nottingham Forest.
Leno at Fulham.
Oh, God.
Bernd Leno of Fulham Football Club, yes. I'll allow that because you said the team name as well. You didn't say the first name, but you said the team, so.
Sorry.
No, I don't know any other Lenos.
Oh. Right, we'll stick to keepers. Dean Henderson.
Dean Henderson of Crystal Palace.
Might keepers, I think. I don't even know who I could possibly pick.
Yeah, I'm out of keepers now as well.
I'll be nice. There are no more goalkeepers on this list.
No, okay.
They're all goalkeepers left.
They're all goalkeepers left?
No, there's no more goalkeepers.
Okay, right, okay.
No.
Nathan Collins.
Shut up, Chris. There's no way.
Shout.
Oh.
Brentford Football Club.
I think he was the only outfielder they said last season who played every minute.
Of course, you got that right. Of course.
Wow.
I think that's right. I remember that being said somewhere.
I'm more impressed that no one said an obvious name on here. That it's so obvious.
Moises Caicedo.
Thank you. I was going to say this lad played every. We kept saying he needs a rest.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Chris.
I don't know. It's tough now.
Yeah, they're all pretty well-known names. It's not like they're not. Someone might not know. I mean, I would.
I'll take a risk. He might have got rested at some point, but I don't think he did. Mo Salah.
Liverpool Football Club. He's still spending the Coutinho money. Mohamed Salah is in the list.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to go for it. Again, he could have been rested at some point. Van Dijk.
Nope. Didn't do it. Didn't feature. Chris can win here.
I've got to get one though, haven't I?
I want to know how many games Van Dijk played last season. 36, maybe. 37. Oh.
Mikey, can we get a timer on him here?
Yeah, sorry. He didn't play in the Brighton game towards the end of the season.
That the only game?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Has anyone seen Spurs?
Need a name.
No,
McAllister.
No. Sorry. No,
he's not. Back to Berth.
Even if that was right, can I just say no?
Yeah, a Berth's more shit on it now. I don't. I always forget to play the alarm. Just there for fun. McAllister played 35 matches he played in. Not even close.
I'm going to go for Ruben Diaz.
Ruben Diaz. No.
It's just a guess.
Yeah, to be fair, Berth, we're all just guessing now. We ain't got a clue, have we? Let's be fair.
Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes.
I think
Oh,
that's a good shout. That's a good shout.
it's not right. Back to
Ah.
birth.
Oh, no.
Literally,
Jesus
anyone
Christ.
guesses the right answer, I feel like it's done.
What about
Penalty shootout, yeah, come on.
going to be someone random? I know someone like Ola Aina.
Fucking hell, this is like England versus Sweden. No. Oh,
Can I
Chris,
just,
come on.
hold on, Mikey,
This is
before you
tough.
start slagging us off, this is really hard.
Yeah,
by the
all
way.
This
right.
is the toughest one, yeah.
I'm
This is
having
the
fun.
hardest loan army you've ever done.
I'm having. No, it's not. Do you remember when I did the second place teams in Europe?
Oh,
In the
yeah,
top
that was
20
hard, actually.
leagues?
That was hard.
Who finished second
I'll
in Cyprus?
I'll go with someone random as well then.
on.
Let's go with Murphy at Newcastle.
No, you've missed. Bloody hell. I'll give clubs.
Yeah, that might
So-
be easier.
Yeah, I will go. You've got players at Newcastle, Brentford, lot at Brentford. Literally say any player and you'll probably get it. Newcastle, Fulham, Palace, Arsenal, West Ham, Bournemouth, Villa, and Fulham.
Newcastle. I'm going to go with Bruno Gomes.
Bottom corner. Berth
Come on.
takes the lead in
Come
sudden
on.
death. Chris.
Hey,
Chris.
what, Beth? That was good. That. Mbemo.
He's put it in the corner. 1-1.
You know what? I'm going to stick with Brentford. I want to go Norgard.
Norgard of Christian fame.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
What?
Uh,
I've even forgot the team names that you just said, Marky, to be honest with you.
We I can't do it because that would be
Yeah.
unfair because Chris would get an advantage, not letting him be
yeah,
reminded.
that is.
Don't
that is
distract.
fair.
Yeah, don't distract. Yeah.
I'm going to stick with Brentford because you said there was a lot.
There
I'm going
is.
to go Mikkel Damsgaard.
Oh, he's done it! Oh, nicely done. The Dane himself.
But Christian Norgard didn't play at least every game. That's ridiculous.
Nah, he got dropped for a while.
I will double check. We always have VAR on the show.
That's why they've sold him, I think.
He played 34 matches. So
I still think that should count, to be honest with you.
it doesn't. Who you could have had? You could have had Alex Iwobi, Anthony Alanga, Ismail Assar, Keane Lewis Potter.
Ismail Assar played in every game.
I would never have got Keane Lewis Potter, ever. Kevin Sade,
no.
Leandro Trossard, Max Kilman, Milos.
Wow.
Well, they finished second.
Trossard is random.
Milos Kirkes, Ollie Watkins, and Raul Jimenez.
Raul Jimenez, fair play. Well done, Raul.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well done,
it's-
Jimenez.
Yeah, Chris now
Ollie
takes the lead
Watkins was
over
quite
Ollie.
an obvious one.
Yeah.
When we think about it.
Yeah. We haven't played a lone army in a month.
I don't know if I'll ever again after that.
Feels like longer.
It does. Listeners, we're at the end of another episode. Thank you as always for tuning in. Before we go, don't forget, proudly part of Head in the Game, mental health charities in football, sport, wellbeing and community. You can find out more at headinthegame.co.uk. Treat yourself well because we'll be back on Monday with a mailbag special. So please get those questions in. Literally, doesn't matter how ludicrous they are. If you want to keep them football, that's great. But if you don't, go for it. We want to hear them. So that's it. Get those questions in. So till next time, that will be us signing off. You've been listening to At The Bridge Pod, a Chelsea FC podcast. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram by searching for At The Bridge Pod. And if you're listening on Apple or Spotify, leaving us a review is always appreciated.